Welcome back to another Delgado's Rants. Yours truly, Joe Delgado, and I don't have a whiteboard. What? I am currently in a hotel. I am looking to, I'm traveling right now. That's the perks of, I guess, working for yourself, right? But I am on the road because I'm planning on moving everything from where I'm currently at and maybe go to a different state. So I decided to take my little dog, put her up, and then I just hit the road. Bada bing, bada boom. So it's been a blast and an adventure. Hopefully I'll find a better place so I can produce better content for you, and we can continue making you indestructible. So today I wanted to talk about is data. I talked about this before on another episode. I think it just really needs to be gone over multiple times. And what I mean by data is like information that's being spread and advice givers and all of that type of stuff. So again, when I was going through my change and my process and my discovery on what made me who I am today, is that I found out that I was getting a lot of wrong information, a lot of terrible information, not the best, right? And it's a lot of things. And I always reference health, nutrition, diet, and whatnot. Because again, I firmly believe that is the foundation of what's going on in the world today, and our health and everything is in the shitter. I personally think that there's a lot of things that are in the shitter in this world. We got erratic moods, mental illness, obesity, premature diabetes, Alzheimer's. People are just not. You have no idea. If you're not really healthy right now, or if you are not working on health every day, regardless if you are, let's say, physically fit and you have this large plethora of health in you, it's every day, no matter what. Because the world is going to continuously, slowly age you and deteriorate you. That's just the process of life. So we got to continue to work on becoming indestructible every day. Growing that foundation and just adding the concrete, making it stronger, so it continues to build and build and build. Excuse me. But the thing is, like, everyone wants to be the advice giver, and everyone wants to be that expert. I know you probably listen to me or looking at me and be like, yeah, how are you any better? Well, the thing is, what you got to do, and if you take anything away from me, is you got to self-educate. You got to be curious. You got to question things. And I'm not saying to do it as an asshole or just a jerk. And not trust anyone. Sometimes you might have to do that. But what you gotta do is understand this concept. When someone is trying to give you advice, ask them, where did you get that information from? And again, perfect example is going to be health and nutrition. So the common belief is that, if you are overweight, that's the best time to work out. You turn the fat that you have on your body into muscle, right? It's harder for you to work out, so you'll burn more calories. You'll be able to transition faster, blah, 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 right? So if someone were to say that to me, I would say, oh, where did you get that information from? Most likely, because that is not in any journal, any textbook. That is not in any medical recommendation. And I'm no medical doctor, but I've never seen any expert just be like, yeah, exercise when you're heavier is going to get you all these benefits. So again, you got to be curious, like, where did you get that information from? And most likely, guaranteed, that they're going to say, well, isn't that just the common belief? Or isn't that just known? That's just common knowledge. And that's where you have to deep dive. Common knowledge compare it. I'm like, okay, well, if it's common knowledge, what is common? If you're saying this is common knowledge, that means it's average, right? If that's the median out of all the things, that's going to be, the mundane, the commonality in what you see. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. That's why health and nutrition is easy to talk about as an example. And this is right here, this subject right here. So if someone is like, if I were to have that conversation, but yeah, you got to work out, because that's the whole concept. Like, if you're not working out right now, if you're not exercising right now, if you're not healthy and you want to change whatever, just exercise. Everything works out in the long run, and exercising now is a lot better because you have more weight, so all that type of stuff. And you do that, and the reason why that person's saying it is because it's common. Everyone else is saying it, so it has to be true. But let's look at it. Common, average. What is the average person, let's just say in this country? Overweight, obese, metabolic syndrome, diabetes. Insulin resistant is over half the population, and now it's affecting children. So there you go. And now we can span on other topics as well, right? Finances. Someone broke, let's say they just hit it well off of, the Dogecoin one day or whatever. What else are they doing in finances? They're giving you advice on finances, and it's going to be the common knowledge, right? Penny saved is a penny earned. Making coffee at home is better than getting coffee. You save, $750 a year. $750 a year is, it's not going to get you rent without being stabbed probably in this world today. Not to sound so morbid, but come on. Excuse me. You all know that I have some chest congestion in the morning, so that's why I cough. But so you got to compare what they're saying with you with what is actually what you see. What is your observation? And that's why I love always referring to health and nutrition. When I tell people that, I eat 1 to 2 meals a day, or I fast, and people are like, that's not healthy. This literally has happened in my life multiple times. Like, where do you get that information from? It's like, everyone. Well, including yourself and everyone that's around us right now, they're overweight. They're not healthy, and they're not happy. They're not fulfilled. Right? And the reason why a lot of people gravitate towards me is because I talk a lot about opportunity. I'm an opportunist I just boast about opportunity. I talk about it, and I get people motivated by inspiring them about opportunity. People get addicted to it. I recommend you doing that as well. Just test it out. Right? And this is going to be a key factor on how you find out who's toxic in your life. Once you bring up opportunity, maybe it's buying a business. Maybe you've seen an ad on social media, right? You're scrolling through, you're seeing all these dumb, people dancing on TikTok or doing all these dumb things, whatever, that's just wasting time. It's just kind of entertaining you for the moment. And then boom, 1080 by 1080 ad. You have this person, or it's talking about buying an existing business and starting your own, or buying real estate, or becoming an influencer, writing your own book, becoming a copywriter, whatever it may be. And that's something that you've always been interested in. That's why that's why that sponsor ad came up. You looked it up on your own time. Whenever something happened, you looked it up, you were reading about it, whatever it may be. So boom, you're getting a personalized alert, an ad based on your interests. So bring that up to your friends, your close ones, or whatever, and then find out the people that don't support you, or bring you up a lot of statistics. If it's starting a business, starting a side hustle, or anything like that, they start talking about average, like the hard work, and they try to unmotivate you. Why do you want to surround yourself with people that don't want to inspire you? You gotta have a funnel. You gotta have a close network of people that are just in it to win it. We got one life. We got one shot at all of this. And it's all possible. There's a reason why an underdog gets it. It's because they are used to adversity and used to all of that. And they literally cut off everyone else. That's the sad truth about it. And it's unfortunate. I mean, we shouldn't have to go out on journeys and accomplish our dreams out on our own. We should be able to discuss opportunity, our dreams, with everyone else. But instead of having them spit all this garbage they don't even have validation of themselves, it's just it's common knowledge. It's common knowledge, so I need to protect you. That's what they're doing. So don't blame them, blame the environment, and be the change. We need people to continuously work for their goals and their dreams so they become noisy in their environment, and they will ultimately, by a byproduct, change the surroundings. Let's say you have 10 friends. Those 10 friends don't want great things. They don't want like the business or whatever it may be. You separate yourself, do it, lead by example, because that will build trust. And those 10 people, when they are not talking to you constantly, they're gonna see what you're doing. They're gonna be like, all right, it's time. All right, maybe not all 10, maybe it's a couple, and then they show proof of the pudding. They show all of the results. Then it'll just continuously as a cascade. But we cannot have people just sit around and just stay in that bubble, stay in the idea that be common. Why do you want to be common? You're unique. Every 7.7 billion, whatever, plus or minus, we're all unique. We gotta all bring our uniqueness to the table, lock arms, work together. We gotta change this world. It's trash, right? It's a dumpster fire right now. So always question, be aware, and do it to be curious and connect the dots between what they're saying into real life. Someone's talking to you about health. Are they healthy themselves? Are they financially inept to give you financial advice? Are they an investor expert to give you investor expert advice? If I was standing next to someone that was a little overweight and I was telling you about fasting, and that person was telling you that it was unhealthy, who are you going to believe? When they never done it, or they did it and they sucked at it because they had no right information. This happens all the time. I go into a group of people, I talk about my health choices, and we have people in there, I'm like, yeah, that's not healthy, that's not right, or that's, you're not supposed to do it that way, you're supposed to do it this way, and they're sitting there eating donuts or like some other garbage. Like you're scrolling through on social media and you have so many gurus that I made this reference before, but you have the dude with the shirt off telling you it's okay to eat the Big Mac instead of having a healthy meal because a calorie in is a calorie out. It's the same. Dumb. We gotta change. We gotta wake up. Be the change in your environment. Let's get after it. I hope this helped. I really do. I hope this was impactful. Subscribe and follow Indestructible Me, and to make sure that you stay up to date, so you never miss out. Subscribe to my newsletter. So if you can't get to a show or whatever, I'm going to be sending out a ton of updates through that. and giving you links to other people that I listen to, where I get my information, articles and whatnot. Great information for just a myriad of different things. I'll pull a link down below, and thank you for tuning in. Change the mind, change the world, and always be great.